Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. It's another beautiful day in the crypto bull market. We got some big news around Ripple and XRP, Google, Coinbase, much more. Lots to talk about. Felix says, I'm first. Welcome, Felix. Hey, Marcus. Praxis Media Group. Welcome in. Doc Rivers. Are you Doc Rivers, the coach of the Philadelphia 76ers or the Bucks now? Good morning. Welcome in. We're streaming on multiple platforms. We're on X, YouTube. We're on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Kick, Twitch. We're everywhere today. Trying to get the word out there about crypto, folks. Tony Morissette, welcome in. William Michael Forbes, good day. Marcus says I was first. Crypto Rafi, welcome in. Eric, welcome. Good morning. Etron, good morning. Hodl the ODL. Crypto Butthead. Genser told me everyone, you are all hucksters. Ron Weber. Hi from Hellhole, California. Welcome. Jasper, how you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. It's another beautiful day in the bull market, folks. I know there's a bit of a cool down and consolidation, but that's normal. But we are in an uptrend. Make no mistake about that. Demo says, will the XRP L stablecoin be good for the price of XRP? We'll talk about that. Billy Buxton, welcome in. Captain Crypto Morgan. Karma Carmichael, welcome. Zifnab, welcome in, if I'm saying your name correctly. Airflow, welcome in. Spicy Wagon Kitchen. Welcome in from London. Rajesh, how are you? From India. Welcome in, guys. I see some people from X are commenting. Welcome in from those of you watching on X. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Hit the heart button, whichever platform you're on. Just make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the heart button, hit the 5-star rating, because we're streaming on multiple platforms today. Welcome in. Give another minute for the rest of the folks to join in. Welcome in. Hope everybody's doing well. Lots of news to cover, folks. Big Ripple and XRP news. Big news around Coinbase. Big news around Google. And much more. Karma Carmichael says, P.S. good show yesterday with Steven Narioff. Thank you. Murat, welcome in. Welcome in. All right, folks, let's take a look at the market here. I'll refresh. Bitcoin sitting over $67,000 right now. We're still waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do, right? Bitcoin is the rising tide that lifts all boats. So right now it is in a pullback phase, moving a bit sideways, as you can see here. And we're waiting to see what the next move is. It may go down to test some lows again, or it finds support here and goes up to test new highs again. I won't get super bullish again until we cross the all-time high that was hit a couple of weeks ago of 74,000. Remember, the altcoins follow Bitcoin's move. But if you zoom out on the chart, guys, we are not in a bear market. We are in a bull market. We are in a uptrend. In fact, one could argue we are in a macro uptrend, or a macro bull market, I should say, because you're seeing the stock market also perform well. The key indicator we've been looking at is the DXY, the dollar currency index. Folks, we're seeing some very good signs here. On the daily chart, the DXY is breaking down. You may say, why is that important? Well, the correlation is when the DXY and the dollar currency index is going down, risk assets like Bitcoin, crypto, and the stock market start pumping, and vice versa. If it's going up, the risk assets go down. So guys, we're seeing 3 consecutive green candles here. We still need to let it prove itself. But if this keeps breaking down, folks, I think we could see between an $85,000 to $90,000 Bitcoin this month. And it would align with the narrative of the halving and bullish momentum that's carried through from the narratives and the media hype and so forth. So good sign, very good sign. I'm really happy about this. If we look at it on the weekly chart, we see a red candle forming. So once again, fingers crossed that this keeps breaking down, because it would be very good for Bitcoin, altcoins, and much more. So keep praying. Keep praying that this thing keeps breaking down, folks, because that would be really, really good. And like I said, I think Bitcoin will rip later this month as that DXY keeps going down. And then altcoins will follow. So a good sign. Now, quick look at what are the top trending coins on social media, guys. This is good insights and data, because it can give you an indication of what's trending from a price standpoint, or what may start to pump from a price standpoint based on the news. So this data is brought to you by Sentiment, which is a great partner of the podcast. You can sign up for a free account and get a discount using the code ThinkingCrypto. So first up is Waves, with good positive sentiment here. And number 2 is Ethena, ENA, and this is trending because of the recent launch of the governance token for Ethena, the ENA token. Coming in at number 3 is Dogelon Mars, which is, I guess, a popular meme coin. Its ticker symbol is Elon. Coming in at number 4 is MEX. I've never heard of MEX. It has positive sentiment at 55%, but its negative sentiment is at 34%. So not that big of a deal here. Solana comes in at 5 with positive sentiment. Bitcoin Cash, horrible positive to negative sentiment ratio. Positive sentiment is at 44%, negative sentiment at 41%. Trust Swap comes in at 46% positive sentiment. Wanchain is trending, but negative sentiment, folks. 55% negative sentiment. I don't know what's going on with Wanchain, but I can take a look at this summary here. Let's go down and see what the summary is. Wanchain is one of those legacy crypto projects, guys. It says here there's due to an issue with an integration of the Wan wallet with Ledger causing problems for users. So that's why there's negative sentiment. See how valuable this data is, right? You can use it if you're swing trading, or if you want to take a position and you see something may be happening with a coin, positive or negative, you can adjust your strategy accordingly. Jupiter comes in at number 9 with positive sentiment. We Show token, the wet token, it comes in at number 10, but it has high negative sentiment at 56%. Let's see why. Let's see what the summary tells us here. Is trending due to its potential in the market, crypto market, specifically as a meme coin on Solana with utility for adult content creators who are using AI. Okay, I'm not going to touch that today. I don't want to get banned from YouTube or any streaming platform. Let's take a look at the top tokens which have the most developer activity on them over the past 30 days. This data is refreshed every 24 hours. Folks, Optimism is leading at number 1 here. Cardano coming in at 2. Chainlink at 3. Hedera, HBAR, very bullish in that, coming in at 4. Status, SNT coming in at 5. Polkadot coming in at 6. Kusama coming in at 7. Internet Computer coming in at 8. Ethereum at number 9. And number 10, we got Cosmos Atom. So this is one of the indicators as to why a token may perform well. It's not the only indicator. It's not the leading indicator, but it is a factor. More building, more activity on a chain is a good sign for the potential price increase of a token. So Cardano could pop off, Chainlink, HBAR, and these many of these have not fully retraced yet based off of the all-time highs they hit in the past bull market cycle. But this type of activity could lead to that. So this is where I'm looking at this data and I'm taking like my swing trade positions on these tokens, buying them at pre-retrace, or breaking out, and then selling them at the retrace levels. Now, this is not to be confused with my long-term holdbags. My long-term holdbags are locked up on a hardware wallet, just sitting there waiting for new all-time highs. But I'm using this data to position myself for swing trade opportunities. Welcome in, guys. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the heart button, whichever platform you're looking at or watching on. Appreciate it, guys. All right. The big news, I'm sure many of you saw, Ripple is launching a stable coin. It is not out yet, but it will be. They said the stablecoin market is booming around $150 billion today and projected to soar past $2.8 trillion by 2028. There's a clear demand for trust, stability, and utility. That's why later this year, we're launching a stablecoin pegged one-to-one to the US dollar on the XRP Ledger and Ethereum. Very smart move to go to multiple chains. And I think they will continue to expand to other chains because interoperability is important. And this is big. Some people are asking, hey, what benefit will a stablecoin have for the XRP token and the XRP ledger? Well, there's multiple. One, Metcalfe's law, network effects. The more building you have on a blockchain, and I just shared the developer data with you guys, some sentiment, the more activity, the more building, the more use cases on a blockchain, the more valuable it becomes, right? Because Metcalfe's law is network effects. The more participants on a network, the stronger it becomes and more valuable it becomes. Look at Facebook, look at telephone networks and so forth, right? These are principles that apply also to blockchain networks. So you're going to have that value, the stablecoin running on the blockchain, people using it and so forth, will add value to the XRP ledger. Now, there's also mentions that this could help with the AMM, automated market maker functionality that was recently rolled out on the XRP ledger. So you have that benefit. And then I think it opens up some additional possibilities for people who are using the private ledger, such as central banks and institutions. So I think it will be beneficial for the XRP ledger, and the value of that network will trickle down to the XRP token. This same principle applies to Ethereum and other blockchain networks, right? The token will get value from the network becoming stronger and more valuable, in addition to the token's own utility. So there's layers to this cake, if you guys understand what I'm saying. They said here, this move extends Ripple's reach into both institutional and DeFi realms, diversifying use cases and enhancing our payments infrastructure to bring worlds of traditional and decentralized finance closer together. Ripple's stablecoin will be 100% backed by US dollar deposits, US government bonds, and cash equivalents, and Ripple pledges transparency with monthly third-party attestations, ensuring trust and reliability. Stablecoins serve as a pivotal entry point to DeFi, and introducing a trusted enterprise-grade stablecoin to the XRP ledger will generate more use cases, liquidity, and opportunities for developers and users alike. Simultaneously, we know the future of crypto is multi-chain. Launching this stablecoin on both XRPL and Ethereum opens doors to cross-chain interoperability. Ripple's move into stablecoins isn't just about innovation, it's about contributing to the XRPL ecosystem and setting up the stage for a more robust and diverse crypto landscape. So this is good news, guys. Now, the question is, how well would this stablecoin do? And I'm being very transparent with you guys, because you have Circle, which manages USDC, the second largest stablecoin. You have Tether, which has the largest stablecoin in the world, USDT. And then you have PayPal. They have their own stablecoin. And then there's other stablecoins in the market, DAI and much more. So we'll see. I think Ripple has a good opportunity given its client base, right? It's working with American Express, Santander Bank, and so forth to make a big push into this stablecoin market and get penetration. So I think they could do well, and especially that people want the US dollar. I think that's very clear. When I interviewed the CEO of Tether, he said when they launched the digital euro, no one wanted it, right? It didn't have the same traction that the US dollar had, and everybody around the world wants the US dollar because it's the world reserve currency. So having a USD stablecoin absolutely makes sense, but I think Ripple could do well here. We're still very early, and they have the network effects. They're working with banks around the world. They're working with big corporations, but who knows, right? We'll have to see how the market reacts overall and how things progress. Now, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse tweeted out, launching a stablecoin is a natural step for Ripple as we bridge the gap between traditional finance and crypto. We have 1, the years of experience, 2, regulatory footprint, 3, a strong balance sheet, and 4, network with near global payout coverage to offer the best crypto-enabled payments using XRP and our future stablecoin together. So I think Brad summarized it well here. Given their existing networks of banks and institutions, this stablecoin could do really well. And look, whether you love or hate Ripple or XRP, it doesn't matter. What matters, the reality, it's in the top 10. Despite the lawsuit from the SEC, it's still in the top 10. You can't deny that, and it's relisted on all exchanges, and Ripple's working with some big institutions. So providing a stablecoin, I think, is the logical step. David Schwartz, CTO Ripple, weighed in, said, a high-quality USD stablecoin on the XRPL with its decentralized exchange and features like issued currencies, auto-bridging that uses XRP as the native currency to facilitate trades between other assets, and the AMM will be a game changer for users and devs. So I think this is big news. But like I said, we always got to let things play out and see who will be the winner in the free market at the end of the day. Because Tether and USDC have huge market share, folks, right? That's why Tether is number 3 by market cap here. USDC at number 7, both in the top 10. So it'll be very fascinating. The stablecoin wars are going to heat up here, folks. We haven't really seen PayPal's PYUSD make much of a major push in the open market, but we'll see. You never know, they could ramp up sometime this year. Now, what's fascinating, Jeremy Allaire, CEO of Circle, who, of course, they issued the USDC stablecoin, said, welcome to the dollar stablecoin party. I think he meant the dollar stablecoin war. Ripple, it is encouraging to see more companies taking a compliance-first approach to building on-chain dollars. Congrats on taking the plunge. So I appreciate Jeremy here highlighting this because, look, this will be a competitor to his product. So fascinating to see this play out. But, this is the free market, folks. We want competition. Competition is good for the consumer and users. It forces the folks, the participants in the market to do better and to provide a better experience, right? And often reduce fees and make things more efficient. So it's a good sign. And I think overall, this will be good for liquidity for, I think, Ripple's ODL. And I think there's a lot of benefits here. There's benefits out of this launch of this stablecoin. We don't have an exact date, but it's going to happen this year. If I was them, I would get it done soon as we're in this bull market and things start to heat up, right? A lot of people are going to be coming in. And if you start getting more traction and usage of your stablecoin, that's going to be beneficial for the ledger, the XRP ledger. And once again, we talked about Metcalfe's law, network effects. More participants, more building, more usage, the more valuable that network becomes and the more valuable its native token becomes. So big news here, folks. All right. Coinbase apparently secures a restricted dealer license in Canada, pushing expansion abroad amid SEC crackdown. So I don't blame them for doing this, but we know crypto is a global asset class, so they're going to do this anyway, right? It's the first true global asset class. I know some people are going to say, dude, what about gold? Come on, gold can't compare to real-time blockchain networks where you can see the movement of funds and wallet addresses and settlement in real time. It can't compare to that. Now, there are companies putting gold on the blockchain. We just had a report this week, HSBC, or I should say last week, HSBC is going to tokenize gold on the blockchain. They're going to use Medico for custody. Medico is owned by Ripple. I'll let you guys put the 1 and 2 together there. Paul Grewal, chief legal officer at Coinbase, tweeted about this news, saying countries that are serious about regulation do more than offer performative statements about investor protection, especially for underrepresented. For the underrepresented, I can't talk today. They offer serious pathways to registration and serious oversight. Thank you, Canada. So the US can continue to lag behind and other countries will move ahead. And we're seeing that Dubai, Singapore, even the EU with their MiCA regulations, right? Canada moving in the right direction too. So our hope is that here in the United States, we get clarity soon, folks. By the way, check out my interview with Amanda Tuminelli of the DeFi Education Fund. I had a really great conversation with her. Guys, we talk about, will crypto have to go to the Supreme Court? So that includes Coinbase, Ripple, Kraken, and many others, right? And the DeFi Education Fund is going on the offensive. They're suing the SEC for one of their clients, the BEBA collection, because the SEC is trying to classify airdrops as securities, but we know that's asinine. You're not involved in any type of financial transaction or investment when you get an airdrop. If you get an airdrop a token, it's for free. So it's annoying that the SEC would try to call that a security. So anyway, we talk about this. Really great conversation if you want to get an insight into what we might see in the future with possibly the Supreme Court having to weigh in. Folks, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the heart button wherever you're watching or listening. If it's on X, Twitch, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you're listening in from, please support by hitting the thumbs up, hitting the heart button. Appreciate the support. Check out our sponsors, Uphold, BitGo, and VeChain. Links in the description. All right. Speaking of crypto regulations, I found it fascinating here that Robert F. Kennedy Jr., RFK Jr., he's putting out some promotional stuff here, or campaign promotion, I should say, highlighting there's only one person running for president who's pro-crypto. Join me in fighting for transactional freedom and making the U.S. the most crypto-friendly country in the world. So this is great. Whether you support RFK or not, the fact that there's dialogue, there's information and education being put out is beneficial for the crypto market, because it helps people to think, well, what is Joe Biden doing for crypto, or what is Trump doing for crypto? Now, we've seen Trump be more friendly to Bitcoin and crypto. I mean, his campaign uses NFTs and Bitcoin ordinals and so forth. But Biden, we know his administration has been anti-crypto because of corrupt Elizabeth Warren, as well as scumbag regulator Gary Gensler. So this is really good to see, guys. And we saw on Super Tuesday, crypto was a ballot item where people who were voting voted against, Elizabeth Warren cronies, and a lot of the pro-crypto people won. So I think that's a good sign. And I think it's a sign of things to come, not just for this election, but future elections. Now, Ron Hammond of the Blockchain Association is highlighting here that on April 9th at 10 a.m., the Senate Banking Committee announced Deputy Secretary, and I hope I don't butcher his name, Wally Adeyemo, will be testifying. The topic is countering illicit finance, terrorism, and sanctions evasion, given the various OFAC enforcement actions expect a decent amount of crypto focus. So this is Elizabeth Warren and her cronies, such as Sherrod Brown, who's anti-crypto. They're trying to paint crypto in a negative light, saying, oh, look, all these bad actors and terrorists use crypto. When, yes, they use a little bit of crypto, but the majority of their transactions has historically and today, majority has been in fiat currency, cash. And it's actually hard for them to use crypto because it can be easily tracked on chain. But that's not going to stop Sherrod Brown and Elizabeth Warren from lying, right? We got to vote these corrupt people out of here, folks. That's why you vote for John Deaton. Those of you in Massachusetts, support John Deaton, donate to him as well. He's running against Elizabeth Warren. So this is something to watch, folks, because it's another move by Elizabeth Warren and these people to try to paint crypto in a negative light. Now, Wally of the Treasury, he's done a good job by not being political and just stating the facts. And we saw the Treasury, in fact, push back against the Wall Street Journal and Elizabeth Warren's lies. They use false information, no surprise, to try to paint crypto in that negative light. So we'll keep an eye on this. And then we got the SEC continues to lie. Stuart Alderati of Ripple highlighted that, Director Gurbir Grewal, who's the director of enforcement there, he was talking about, the SEC, and of course he leaves out all the the things that have happened, like the judge sanctioning them, the SEC in the debt box situation, losing to Ripple, losing in the Coinbase case, getting called arbitrary and capricious. But that's okay. He can lie all day. The headlines are gonna show the public, the SEC, and how rotten they are, their core. And the courts and the judges are not standing up, or I should say, not standing for their lies and hypocrisy. So Stewart highlighting that here. Now, I'm not sure how many of you saw, Coinbase has selected Lightspark, David Marcus's Lightspark, to bring the Lightning Network to the platform. They're kind of late to the game. Other exchanges have integrated the Bitcoin Lightning Network, but this should be pretty big because Coinbase is one of the largest exchanges out there. Now, Google files a lawsuit against alleged crypto scammers. Google says that the scheme has 87 apps and impacted 100,000 users. So, guys, in every industry, in every asset class, there are bad actors. This is why the SEC should be focused on the bad actors and these other agencies versus good actors, right? Trying to roadblock the good actors to protect their banking incumbents. But they're leaving the scammers to do what they want. So, the complaint filed in the Southern District Court or Southern District of New York claims that the accused conducted their version of the fraud scheme by socially engineering and conning victims into investing in apps available on Google Play and through other means that purported to be cryptocurrency exchanges and other investment platforms. So, pretty straightforward. Bad actors, sue them, take them down. No problem with that, right? We don't have a problem with taking down scammers and liars. And the biggest scammer, of course, is Gary Gensler, the SEC, as you all may know. But nevertheless, this is news you should be aware of. And let's see if there's other details on what type of apps or what they were using. I don't think they list the apps or the names and so forth. But it is what it is. All right, guys, let's answer some questions. Let's do some Q&A. Refresh the market here. See that DXY is breaking down. Good sign, guys. DXY, keep breaking down. Pray, guys, that it keeps breaking down. Send that negative energy to the DXY that it keeps going down so Bitcoin and altcoins can pump. Randy Tevez says, yet we're stuck at 59 cents. Well, Randy, I think you have to understand market cycles. Right now, the market is in a cool down phase, right? Bitcoin's not pumping. Altcoins are not pumping. And XRP, what we've seen historically, has usually been the last to run, right? We see XRP is up from its bottom of, the 2022 bear market, but it hasn't even retraced to what it hit, the all-time high it hit. Well, I shouldn't say all-time high, but the high that it hit in 2022. And we know that got cut short because of the Ripple lawsuit. So patience is the key here, folks. And I'll give an example. Not all of these legacy tokens have broken out yet. So let's see, Cardano. Let me pull up Cardano here. Take a look at Cardano. It hasn't retraced yet, right? It's still down from that all-time high, folks. So some of these altcoins have not run as yet. Others have, but we got to be patient. I think XRP will run. It's relisted on all the exchanges. There's good momentum. There's developments happening, AMM, the stablecoin news, and much more. But this is why I for the life of me, I've been saying it for years. A lot of people didn't listen to me. They go and listen to XRP maximalists who lied to them with a bunch of conspiracy theories. And I've been telling you guys, diversify. I hold Bitcoin. I hold Ethereum. My portfolio is doing well, even if some of these altcoins like Cardano and XRP is not up. So please, guys, this is basic investment principles. Diversify. If you put all your eggs in one basket, it's not going to work out well. You're running a high risk. It obviously it can work out well to a certain degree, but you're increasing your risk, right? So you want to be risk averse, and you want to diversify. Now, obviously, you don't want to spread yourself too thin. So really think about your investment strategies, guys. All right, if you got questions, drop them in the comments, guys. I'm happy to answer them. Jeff Suggs says, Netflix documentary XRP Unleashed will be released soon, telling the public about crypto. Yeah, that should be great. Our Garlic Brad says, hit the like. Good morning, Tony. Welcome to have you in, man. Jennifer Juniper says, I just joined, so I'm chatting up. Why are Ripple launching it on ETH2? So Jennifer, great question. The idea is more coverage, network effects. You're casting a wider net. If you want more people to use your token and your stablecoin, you want to have it on multiple blockchains. That's why you see Tether and Circle USDC is on multiple blockchains. It's on Stellar, it's on Cosmos, it's on Ethereum, it's on Avalanche, whatever it is, right? They're launching across multiple blockchains to get maximum coverage, maximum expansion to get more users. So it's a smart way to do things. And we know the future is going to be multi-chain. So there's going to be interoperability between different chains, guys. So I think they need to go beyond Ethereum, in my opinion. They need to launch on Avalanche and other blockchains. Jennifer, I see you're from the UAE. Welcome in. Ralph Raymond says, just speculation, but I have a feeling these stablecoin may have been green-lighted by the SEC. That's possible. We'll have to wait and see the details. Matthew Davis says, Bank of Ripple. Felix says, I've heard Santander not considering XRP anymore as too expensive to work with exchanges. I haven't seen that news, but that's possible. Jack Smith said, does the SEC have to scrutinize this move by Ripple? Well, if they do, they would have to scrutinize Tether and USDC and PayPal, right? So Ripple right now would just be another one on the list. I don't think it depends. If Ripple is offering any type of yield, would probably trigger a big thing. Like, for example, you can go on Coinbase and you can lock up that USDC. I personally do this and I earn yield. I don't think that's a security, but the SEC, because we don't have clarity, Gary Gensler is trying to, grab up everything. He's saying that's a security. I think that's nonsense. All right, guys, if you get questions, drop them in the chat. Curious says, so what will this stablecoin be called? We don't know yet. So they haven't released the the title of it or the ticker symbol. Maybe it will be called XUSD, right? Or XRP USD. No, that might be too long, but maybe it's XUSD or XP USD. I don't know. Or XR USD, something like that. Expect something along those lines. Let's see. Crypto Chris says, I don't care what they do as long as the promised generational wealth happens. Chris, who promised you generational wealth, right? I wouldn't go that far to say, hey, you are guaranteed to make generational wealth. I think there's a high probability of you making a nice return, but it all depends on your entry price. When did you buy? Did you buy the top of the market? Did you buy the bear market at the bottom of the market, right? And what's your cash out plan? And are you diversified? I don't think there's XRP maximalists who run on telling people that everything will run in the XRP ledger. And that's a big fat lie, clearly, right? Logic, you look at the market, BlackRock is building on Ethereum. BlackRock is tokenizing funds on Ethereum. So you have to make sure you don't get lied to. Do your own research, guys. Curious says, I like XUSD. Yeah, I think XUSD would be pretty good and memorable. Crypto Butthead says, who wins in a fight between Gensler and a wet paper towel? Pelosi and Satoshi says, I like RIP USD. That sounds too morbid. RIP USD. I like XUSD as the stablecoin name. Randy says, how will the new XRP stablecoin affect current XRP holders, or will they merge so we can profit? So Randy, the stablecoin, from what I'm hearing, will be in addition to the XRP token. So there's no merging. It's just another utility play on the XRP ledger. And once again, like we were talking about before, Metcalfe's law, network effects, more activity, more use cases, more builders, more users doing things on the platform or the blockchain, it becomes more valuable. And the stablecoin will be complementary to XRP, and its usage will help increase the value of the XRP ledger and XRP token. Herman says, is tokenizing on the ETH platform a smart idea? Will ETH improve on gas fees? So Herman, this is why we got to make sure we check our bias at the door, and let's look at things logically. You have to look at the pros and the cons. Does Ethereum have high gas fees? Yes. But does it have incredible security and first mover advantage as a smart contract platform? Yes. So these institutions are weighing these things. Now, I'm not saying that they won't depart from Ethereum. Maybe BlackRock is testing Ethereum as its trial and error phase. Let's see how this works. Oh, this works on Ethereum. Let's go to a faster chain. That's a scenario that could play out. But you can't just keep saying gas fees, gas fees. You may care about gas fees as a retail investor, and that is absolutely fine. No problem with that. But I don't think institutional investors care about that. That's why PayPal launched their stablecoin on the Ethereum blockchain. That is why BlackRock is launching their tokenized funds on the Ethereum blockchain. So don't get confused that Larry Fink is thinking like a retail investor. He's not. And make sure that people are not gaslighting you, like XRP maximalists are not gaslighting you, where you can't see the facts and reality of these things, the pros and cons, right? They just want you to see the cons, and you're not seeing the pros as to why institutions are selecting Ethereum. The fact that Ripple is going to launch their stablecoin on the XRP Ledger and Ethereum is a clear sign of that. That institutions primarily don't care about the gas fees as much as retail does. I care about it because I'm retail. I don't want to waste a ton of money, but institutions don't necessarily care about that. They care about security and usability and functionality a bit more, because many of them have tons of capital, right? And then Ethereum, to answer your other part of your question, they just went through the Denkin upgrades. They're doing upgrades to help improve speed and reduce costs. There's also tons of layer 2s. So I hope you understand what I'm coming from, Herman. You have to look at this balance, right? We want to use our minds and not our emotions and our bias, based on what maximalism. We all hate Bitcoin maximalism, but guess what? I hate XRP maximalism as well, because there's multiple chains. It's going to be a multi-chain world. Let's see here. One drop on TPV says, can I stable be $1.05 or 10? Oh, okay. You're saying if it's pegged, I think it has to be to $1 based on the US dollar. Crypto Chris says, I've been in this space since 2017. Ripple is the only company at the central bank meetings. It will be used, and the price has to go high. Chris, Ripple is meeting with central banks, but I think you need to expand your research. Ethereum has CBDC testing on its platform. Algorand has CBD testing going on its platform. So it's not only Ripple. So please expand your research there. The other Nomad says, true facts, kudos. Yeah, absolutely, guys. We're about facts. We're about logic and reality of what's happening here, because we want to make money. We don't want fairy tales and conspiracy theories and nice stories, which don't lead to actual money. Now, if you want to just listen to fairy tales and stories, fine. But you can't correlate that to, why is my coin not pumping? Why am I not making all the money, right? That's not how you make money, guys. Jeff Sugg says, Flare working with XRP can provide smart contracts. Yeah, for sure. We'll see how that integration goes. I'm excited for guys. I'm bullish on Flare. I hold the Flare token. I'm currently delegating it, so I'm excited about Flare. Now, I know I'm going to pull up the chart here and people are going to, dude, the price is down. Zoom out, guys. Zoom out. It is up from its bear market bottom, obviously. We had a peak in February, but I expect it to go higher for sure. Let's see if there's actually any charts here for it. FLR, Flare. Is this on Coinbase? Let's see if you can find another exchange which has a more history. So there's not much history for Flare. So it's hard to do any type of Fibonacci analysis or anything like that. But if you want to say it has retraced and created a new high, it certainly has. And I think that it will go higher. How high? I'm not sure because we don't have much of a history to correlate it to. But we'll see, guys. I am bullish on Flare, though. Herman says, what's the next meme coin to hit big? Herman, that's hard to say, man. That's like walking into the casino, right? Throwing it on black or red. It's super risky. I don't invest in any meme coins. Yeah, Jeff says diversify is a smart play. Absolutely. You got to diversify. It doesn't matter. You can't be emotionally attached or wedded or married to a token. You can be bullish on it. Like I said, I hold Flare, I hold Bitcoin, I hold Ethereum, I hold XRP. I wouldn't hold XRP if I didn't believe in it. Right, guys? Why would I hold something that I don't believe in, right? I hold it. I have it in my portfolio. It's in my top 3. But I am not married to it. I am not emotionally invested in it. I don't need to hear fancy fairy tale stories. I'm looking at the charts. I'm looking at real world adoption news like this. Like, what are they building? What are they developing on the XRP Ledger? How are people interacting with it? That's what I'm looking at. Tony Morissette says some of the XRP investors are going to pull their hair out on this new Ripple stablecoin on Ethereum. Yeah, Tony, I don't know if you've been seeing my tweets because the XRP maximalists, they've been hating on me when I told them, you can be mad at the SEC and Bill Hinman and Joe Lubin and think they're clowns or whatever, and they did things wrong, but not have those feelings toward code. Ethereum is just software. It's just code, man. And you can invest in it because it's in the free market. If you believe in the free market, you can invest in it, right? But this is the problem, right? People, there's the maximalist crowd in every token community. Bitcoin maximalist, ETH maximalist, XRP maximalist. So XRP maximalist must be going nuts this morning. All the Ethereum is the devil's platform. It's like, dude, it's just a software. Chill out, relax, and focus on how you can make money. 1.21 gigawatts. Thoughts on HBAR? I'm bullish on HBAR. So I think HBAR will have its rally this market cycle. Obviously we don't know how high it will go. Let me see. Where's the chart here from US dollar, Binance? Okay. So you can see it is up from its bear market bottom, right? But obviously it has ways to go to retrace. Personally, and this is not financial advice, I think HBAR, it hit a high of near 70 cents. It could go to maybe $1, guys, or a bit over $1. I think that's possible, but not guaranteed, not financial advice. This is where I look at the charts. I look at where are we in the bull market cycle, and does this thing still have the ability to go higher once it's hit its retracement point, retracement to the previous all-time high, to go higher. And this is where you want to watch the charts, right? Hey, is the bull market ending? Are we near the end? And HBAR maybe not, and this goes for any token, is not going any higher. Well, that's where you want to exit, right? You would want to exit. So let's say it tops out, I don't know, at 92 cents. It doesn't even go beyond the 1.618. I'm cashing out, right? So you want to watch these charts, guys. And this is where I try to share this info with you. You can follow great analysts like Blockchain Backer, Alessio Rastani, Kevin Svensson, and there's many great chart analysts out there who are keeping track of this stuff. So I watch those channels too, because I don't know everything, and I'm in full transparency. So I'm always learning. I'm always researching, not listening to conspiracy theories, not listening to fairy tales, watching charts, watching fundamentals, watching real world adoption, watching what developments are happening on the blockchain. If you're listening to conspiracy theories and fairy tales, you've missed the mark. If that's your investment thesis, you've missed the mark. You may hate me for that, but one day you'll appreciate this knowledge. Let's see here. Frank Mayer says viability fear of XRP is unwarranted. U.S. reserve currency status being displaced. Reserve currency will be able to. Okay, but Frank, I get what you're saying, but we have no proof. That's just a theory, right? I don't see that. Again, right? You got to look at you got to line that up with charts, and you got to line that up with fundamentals and real world adoption. Jacob Hervilla says VeChain. Hey guys, so I'm gonna wrap up the stream pretty soon. I think we're just over 45 minutes, but got to run to an appointment. But VeChain, I'm bullish on VeChain. I hold it. Hasn't done any type of retrace yet. It is up off the bear market bottoms. We see that, right? Just similar to Cardano, similar to HBAR, similar to XRP, but hasn't done any type of epic run up yet. I think VeChain, honestly, guys, as a VET token holder, can go to about 50 cents and a little bit over. That's what I honestly think. I could be wrong once again, because we have to watch the market as it continues. And I'll give an example. In 2020, no one saw the Ripple lawsuit coming, the SEC suing Ripple, which cut its bull market run off, right? I don't know what's ahead for VeChain. I don't know what's ahead for HBAR. But as of today, as of the facts of today, I am projecting here my sell target is about 50 cents. I think it can double its old all-time high, which it looks like about 28 cents. So that's what I'm predicting, honestly. DotKid100 says, do you own Near, Tony? No, I don't own Near, but I've heard great things about Near, and I've been researching it, but I don't have enough capital to invest in all these tokens. I'm sure many of you can relate. Rick says, Ethereum going to be sued by the SEC? That's possible, Rick. And I actually spoke about that with the chief legal officer of the DeFi fund, Amanda Tuminelli, today. I published that interview. It's possible. Gary Gensler and the SEC are pulling out all the stops under the control of Elizabeth Warren. And, they're trying to block everything. So I think they could sue Ethereum to block that Ethereum ETF. But I think it would be a big mistake, because the Bill Hinman stuff and all that's nonsense that's been going on, if you saw my interview with Steven Narioff, we talked about this. It's going to get exposed. All right, guys, hit that thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the 5-star rating, hit the heart button, wherever you're watching or listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors, Uphold, BitGo, VeChain, also Santiment, which provides great crypto data, guys. All the links will be in the description. We're going to give it one more minute, and then we'll wrap it up. Got room for one more question. If you guys have one more question, you can drop it in the chat. Let's see here. Garlic Brad says TXMC Alpha Beta Soup is a good one too. Yeah, absolutely. I watch his stuff too. I watch a variety of chartists and analysts because, look, no one knows everything and no one is right all the time, right? People will get things wrong. But when you look at the variety of folks, it helps you to get a balanced perspective. You get different perspectives and you can say, hey, you know what? I think this guy might be wrong here. And I think this guy might be right here for this time, right? Because I've seen people, get things wrong who have been right a lot of times. Crypto Chris says Render is a great coin to make money. I hold Render. So Basketball Pro 22. What about Matic? I'm bullish on Matic. I have it in my portfolio as well. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the chat and this live stream. I got to run to an appointment. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your support, guys. I appreciate all of you. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Check out our sponsors as well. Have a great day, and wishing you all the best of luck in this bull market cycle to make great returns. Talk to you all later.